request all academicians present kindly take their seats, please. Respected Honorable Chancellor Ma'am, Srimati Santosh Sharma ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor, Deans of various schools, our esteemed invited guests, faculty members, our young graduates and postgraduates, it's a great honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to all to the sixth convocation of MVN University. Convocation is a day of rejoicing and a well-deserved celebration, much awaited event in every student's life as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. It signifies not only the significant milestones in their academic journey, but also the beginning of an exciting new chapter in their lives. For families, it's a day to recognize those years of dedication put in by their sons and daughters and to embrace enthusiastically the pride that convocation evokes. For all of us, convocation is a time to look optimistically into the future, to share in centuries old academic traditions, and most importantly, to celebrate our students' accomplishments. It marks the conclusion of an educational journey and commencement of yet another new journey in life for a better and bright future. As they continue with their journey, may our graduates and postgraduates look back to this stage in their life with fondness and pride. So with all the big congratulations, I, Sanjay Kumar, on behalf of MVN University, once again would like to accord a special welcome to our Honorable Chief Guest and extend a heartiest welcome to all the dignitaries, guests, parents, and students to the sixth convocation of MVN University. It's our immense pleasure to have Professor K.K. Agarwal, our Honorable Chief Guest, on this auspicious day. On the behalf of MVN University, I extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for being with us today. It is said that task of an excellent teacher is not in identifying winners. It is in making winners out of ordinary people. We would now like to welcome our Honorable Chancellor, Srimati Santosh Sharma ji, with the presentation of a bouquet. May I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to kindly present a bouquet to welcome her. Please, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. We would now like to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor J.V. Desai, with the presentation of a bouquet. May I request our Honorable Registrar, Dr. Rajiv Ratan, to kindly present a bouquet to welcome him. We have Dr. J.B. Gaur sir with us. So may I request our Pro Vice Chancellor sir, Dr. M.P. Singh, to please to present a bouquet to Dr. J.B. Gaur sir to welcome him. Please, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Light symbolizes purity, brightness, auspiciousness, prosperity, abundance, and knowledge, the everlasting wealth capable of removing ignorance. The flame of a lamp always burns upwards, showing us a path to acquire such knowledge that takes us to higher ideals. It represents spiritual knowledge that evolves towards a higher consciousness. As sunlight expels the darkness of night, similarly, blessings brings in our life prosperity and happiness. To begin this auspicious occasion and make this day a blessed one, we light the lamp to bow down to knowledge, the greatest forms of all wealth. I request all dignitaries present on the dais to kindle the lamp of knowledge and wisdom to invoke the blessings of Goddess of Learning, Ma Saraswati. Please. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Now, with immense pleasure, I request our revered Vice Chancellor, Professor J.V. Desai, to kindly declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir. I request Professor J.V. Desai, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MVN University, to kindly present the convocation address. Please, sir.
Good morning, everybody. A respected chief guest of 6th convocation ceremony, Professor K.K. Agarwal, Honorable Chairman of National Board of Accreditation and former Vice Chancellor of IP University, New Delhi. A respected Chancellor Madam, Mrs. Santosh Sharma, our beloved Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor N.P. Singh, Registrar Dr. Rajiv Ratan, Deans of various faculties, members of Management Council, members of Academic Council, directors, heads of departments, administrative officers, my dear faculty members, and dear graduating students. I, on behalf of the management of MVN University and staff members, I extend a warm welcome to you all. It is a matter of great happiness that Professor K.K. Agarwal is with us today. I am deeply indebted to him for accepting our warm invitation for this august presence during the convocation ceremony, where around 337 students will be receiving their respective PhD, PG and undergraduate degrees. Professor K.K. Agarwal is a towering personality in the field of higher education and is the present chairman of NBA. The National Board of Accreditation is one of the two major bodies responsible for the accreditation of higher education institutions. One is NAC, another is NBA. NBA accredits technical programs such as engineering, management, pharmacy, architecture, hospitality management, etc. NBA is a full member of Washington Accord. On this occasion, it is indeed a matter of great pleasure for me to place few words of credentials about Modern Vidyaniketan Education Society. MVN was established in 1983 and started its first group of schools under the aegis of late Sri Gopal Sharma. Realizing the inevitability of higher education to rural masses, MVN Education Society has conceptualized MVN University in 2012, established by Haryana government and recognized by UGC. MVN today imparts first-rate education in the domains of engineering, management, law, pharmacy, arts science and commerce, allied health sciences, and agriculture, and offers 25 undergraduate programs, 9 PG programs, and PhD programs in its 30 acres of land on Delhi-Agra highway to attain excellence in academics through well thought out teaching learning conveniences like excellent teaching backed by qualified and experienced faculty members, arrangement of expert lecture series, promotion to research and innovation, organization of industrial visits, national and international seminars, placements in companies of national repute. COVID impacted most of the sectors globally. This includes the academic world that consists of millions of enrolled learners and active teachers who previously had regular classes in their institutions and due to the pandemic got stuck at home. To continue the education process, the online classes were introduced in the university. Apart from regular online teaching and online examinations, a lot of academic related activities did happen during the pandemic period. Almost every faculty got at least 3 online certifications from institutions of national repute, international repute. A series of webinars on important topics were also arranged. Many quiz and competitions were also organized for students. The real dynamics of any university depends upon the type of the faculty it has. MVN has highly qualified and well experienced faculty members. Apart from teaching, their contribution is also seen outside the university. To name a few, our beloved Pro Vice Chancellor and Dean of Management, Dr. Netrapal Singh, organized a virtual workshop on 26th June 2021 on recommender systems. Dr. Sachin Gupta, Dean Academics, was a key resource person at Amity University on the topics like blockchain transactions and NoSQL. Dr. Tarun Virmani, Dean of Pharmacy, was a key resource person and panelist on 6 occasions, and the topic was much appreciated drug disposal. Last year, he has also Australia him. He has also judged the session in 2 international conferences. Dr. Virmani is also a joint secretary in Association of Pharmacy Professionals Haryana chapter. Myself was a key source of one in international FDP at Rajat Bhaira University, Punjab. And the topic was mission learning in healthcare. At Rajkot, Gujarat, and the topic was new education policy. Third, I was also a panelist for a data quest event, and topic was I was also a resource person for a Pune event. Topic was augmented reality and virtuality. The most important is the contributions made by the faculty members of pharmacy. They have developed nearly 250 video lectures during pandemic. Out of that, 150 lectures are for the theory and 100 video lectures are related to the practicals in pharmacy. Their School of Pharmacy has right now 6,600 subscribers. These video clips is soon will be sent to PCI for their kind approval. I hope PCI will be very kind enough to give the necessary approval required for these video lectures. Academic infra plays an important role. This year we have developed two state-of-art labs in agriculture and one advanced neurology lab in allied health sciences. Separate IQSC building with all the necessary amenities is being completed and will be a home for the academic collaboration, deliberations and NAC preparations. Any university gains recognition and reputation through its research. Nearly 107 research scholars are actively carrying research in different departments. Our research scholars have published 27 research papers in reputed national and international journals this year. This year, one PhD scholar has successfully defended her research work, and today she will be awarded. Student-centric schemes have been implemented in the university right from its inception. Semester system has been adopted in all disciplines with the adoption of CGPA system. Special supplementary exams are conducted in every semester to give opportunity for the weaker students to improve their CGPA. The results of nearly all university exams are declared within 15 to 20 days. From the very first convocation itself, convocation forms have been adopted online. University is in the process of giving weightage in terms of marks to the students involved in community services like blood donation, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, etc. In order to promote interdisciplinary learning, university has adopted choice-based electives in every department. University believes in out-of-the-class learning. I take proud to say that no university in Haryana organizes regular industrial visits to Krishi Vigyan Kendra, research labs like our university. The university has launched an ambitious social and community outreach initiative through Lab to Land to motivate farmers and peasants to use modern biotechnological and sustainable farming techniques. University runs an OPD in the physiotherapy. Previously, with the help of these physicians, 7 medical camps were organized in nearby villages by our pharmacy and physiotherapy students and staff. Nearly 1,000 patients were examined. We are hopeful that we will be organizing many more such camps once students are on the campus. The university has established a central training and placement cell by name CRC, that is Corporate Resource Center, which aspires to build liaisons with different companies and industries to conduct campus interviews for our students. Special training programs to enhance student soft skills and to provide interview techniques to students will be arranged through this center. Coming to the placements, this year we have been successful in placing more than 50 students through our campus placements. The university recognizes its social and national responsibilities by including in the ventures of all stakeholders of the community. As a step in this direction, it is running a charitable school and a dispensary in nearby village Khambi. Our pharmacy, BPT, and law departments regularly conduct free medical and legal camps on various occasions of national importance. While presenting this report of the university's progress, I must also express my own expectations from the passing out students. Those present here are fortunate to be the part of the higher education system, but there are many who are deprived of the education and all connected facilities. After your graduation and post graduation, and I appeal to you to think of your deprived brothers who still live on the fringes of the society. The linkages between the education institutions and the community need to be strengthened. Sustainable growth can be achieved through a sustainable human resource which we have to build and provide. The world is changing at a very fast pace. One must meet these challenges and seek fresh opportunities for the employment. For this, you need to equip yourself and develop your own capacities. We need a fresh perspective and attitudinal change. A degree is no longer a passage to certain employment. There is a need to add new skills with latest technologies. Innovation and creativity are the keywords of our times. You must realize your responsibility towards your country and society at a large. I am confident that you are aware of the task at hand. May this task be further resolved and strengthened in my wish on this occasion. I congratulate all the passing out students and wish you all the best for a bright and happy future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words really motivated and inspired all of us. We are greatly honored by the esteemed presence of Professor K.K. Agarwal with us today, and we are indeed privileged, sir, that you have kindly consented to be our chief guest and taken time out amidst your extremely busy schedule for us. We wish to communicate our utmost regard, respect, and admiration, as well as gratitude towards you for blessing us with your benign presence and officiating this sixth convocation ceremony. Indeed, this is a special and momentous occasion in the calendar of MVN University. Professor Agarwal obtained his Bachelor of Engineering degree from Punjab University and Master's degree from NIT Kurukshetra. Later, he did his PhD also from NIT Kurukshetra. After a distinguished service of 27 years at NIT Kurukshetra, Professor Agarwal served as Pro Vice Chancellor, GJU Hisar, for a period of 3 years, and then as a Founder Vice Chancellor of CGS, Indraprastha University, Delhi, for a period of 10 years. He has been president of the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, IETE, from 2000 to 2004. President Computer Society of India from 2007 to 2009, and President of Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation, SEARCC, from 2008 to 2010. Professor Agarwal has published approximately 400 papers in the reputed journals. About 50% of these are in international journals. He has been widely consulted by the industry, most notable being his contribution towards the reliability analysis for PSLV. Professor Agarwal was conferred the honorary fellowship by Broadcast Society of India. He was decorated with Lifetime Achievement Award by IETE and also by Computer Society of India. Professor Agarwal has been associated with the NBA in various capacities since its inception and chairman EEAC before taking over as chairman NBA on 14th January 2019. I would now like to request our honorable chief guest to say a few words of motivation and share some invaluable life lessons to inspire our young graduates and postgraduates. Please, sir.
Uh, Thank you for your nice introduction. Chancellor of MVN University, Srimati Santosh Sharma ji, Vice Chancellor Professor J.V. Desai, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor N.P. Singh, Registrar Dr. Rajiv Ratan, Deans of the faculties, distinguished teachers of this university, graduating students, their parents, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here amongst you on the occasion of your convocation today. When Dr. Desai invited me for this convocation, I was happy to join you because I know the institution virtually in some sense, being in this part of the country and connected with the higher education system. I know your schools have been doing exceptionally well for quite some time, and the university, which is less than a decade old, has also done reasonably well in the first decade. Why I'm trying to say this is one decade is too little a time for the growth and evolution of a university. So I'm very sure as you get along, as more and more time is elapsed between the creation of the university, things will start growing up further and further. I was very happy when Dr. Desai told that his focus is on interdisciplinarity in the university, and I'll talk a few minutes about that. Friends, I'm primarily addressing the graduates of the university today, which are about 400 in number, which are being awarded the degrees today. It's their day, so I will address them primarily. Friends, you are entering into a different world, or you have already entered from the academic institution to a professional world outside the academic institution is a very different domain of life. You do not have the protective layer of your teachers and sport. You will have to compete in the world yourself. You will have to be taking care of your seniors, superiors, and subordinates in a way which is worthy of you. And that demands a lot of skills in addition to the academic skills which has been provided for in the university. And therefore, very rightly so, convocation has been termed in Hindi as Dikshanta Samaroh. I was trying to find out the word difference between Shiksha and Diksha, and the best explanation I got was Shiksha equips you to solve the known problems, and Diksha should equip you to solve the unknown problems. Because now you are entering a world where problems will be unknown. So far, you were accustomed to giving a class test, giving a unit test, giving a mid semester examination, giving an end semester examination, where you had a defined syllabus, where you had the pattern of questions known to you, and you were preparing accordingly. Now you will be in a world where things are not defined. Every day will be a different challenge, and you will have to equip yourself for that challenge, if not already done. I'm sure the university has the track record of providing wholesome education, and therefore they have equipped you for curricular as well as extracurricular and co-curricular activities. They have equipped you to take decisions, but the rate of change which you will be facing already is tremendous. In the entire history of civilization, we have never seen that fast rate of change which we are seeing today. We never believed until a few decades ago that the changes will be that fast. When IBM invented the first PC, the head of the IBM is on record to say that we expect a world market of 5 PCs. The head of IBM feels that the world market of 5 PCs is what they are looking for. And now, each one of you in your respective homes have more than 5 PCs. That is the change which we have witnessed. To talk about mobile phones, I remember when I came to Delhi to establish IT University in 1998. The most thrilling point for my daughter at that time was, पापा हम दिल्ली जाएंगे तो मोबाइल फोन तो होगा, because कुरुक्षेत्र में we didn't have a mobile. And many of you may not know, young graduates, when we were using the mobile phone, a very crude form of phone used to cost some 25,000 rupees, and charges were 8 rupees per minute to make a call and 4 rupees per minute to receive a call. So from that scenario, we have come to almost zero cost for voice, at least for the mobile phones. That is a change which we have witnessed.
अच्छा
If you see the
प्लॉट नंबर
changes happening around, you will be surprised that the people who never believed that these things will happen are now have to face those things. Those things are happening. They are being witnessed day in and day out. The person who was in charge of the YouTube company believed that he may be able to launch at best a few dozen YouTubes. And today we have more than 1 lakh YouTubes per day being uploaded. That is the kind of transition to which you are going through. We never believed that will happen, but let me tell my young graduates that the changes which you are witnessing will be still faster. You will have to cope up with such a great speed of changes that you cannot sit idle. And therefore, I always say, friends, when you graduate, do not think you have completed your studies. If you think that, then you probably are not going to have a very successful professional life. Today's professional life demands you to learn every day. And I remember a famous quote which said, if you stop learning today, you will be uneducated tomorrow. I'm very sure the graduates of this university will not allow themselves to be uneducated and will continue to learn at a rate much faster than they used to learn when in the university. Because the changes are fast as ever. I remember, just to tell you, when we started working on the computer, a computer which was less powerful than the computer which you have in your pocket in the form of your mobile phone, used to occupy the room bigger than the room in which all of you are sitting. That was the kind of scenario in which computers were, and I'm saying not very old. It is just about 4 decades old story. So the transition which has happened is so fast. I was reading somebody from aircraft industry. He said, if aircraft industry would have kept the same rate of change as the computer industry, we should have flown from Delhi to New York 50,000 in one plane. It should have taken 15 minutes to reach New York, and the cost would have been just $1 per a trip. Now that's the comparison which tells you, if that still seemed impossible in aircraft industry, but in computer that kind of changes have happened. We never imagined this much memory. I still remember, as head of the computer science, I had processed a file asking for a memory to be purchased which was 512 KB kilobytes. That was the kind of memory for which we had to place a purchase order. And today, to think of gigabytes on the flip of a coin, that's the facility, my dear students, which is available to you. And once you have that facility, you have to make use of it. Computer science or information technology is one area which is telling you for the first time that technology is before the applications. Normally, when we were students, we used to have an essay, necessity is the mother of invention. So we used to have the necessity first and then think of invention. Today, we have a situation where the technology is there and applications are still to be searched. We still are looking for killer applications, as they say, which would be so useful that can change the world. Friends, I was so happy to learn that your university is emphasizing much more on agriculture, pharmaceutical sciences, and allied health sciences. Well, these are the areas of the future which will help the university to grow faster, to grow further, and to serve the nation in much more effective way. Friends, I am a student of information technology, but I was very unhappy all the time that our emphasis on agriculture was much less than what should have been in this country. Every country has its USP, and we have to depend upon that USP for our country to reach the status of what we aspire to be Vishwaguru. If I talk about USPs, America ruled the world only because they could build the best roads in the USA. UK ruled the world because their textile was so strong that just on the strength of textiles they could rule the world. Denmark could rule the world just on the strength of milk products. UAE could rule the world because of the oil only. So every country has to think of what is their USP, what is our USP in this country if we really want to be Vishwaguru. According to me, our USP is our focus on agriculture, our focus on manufacturing, our focus on health sciences, and our focus on education. And all this coupled with the value system to which this country believes so strongly in. Friends, if we focus on these USPs of ours, we will definitely be the best in the world and none can stop us. But if we don't attend to these things, then probably we are missing the bus once again, which we should not be doing. Well, friends, you came to the university maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago, depending upon which degree you were enrolled in. And you came to the university with a great hope that you are enriched for life. Well, the value of enrichment is so strong that you may not appreciate it immediately, but you will realize how higher education and quality higher education have influenced your life, and you will be able to do much better in life after having received the education at a good university. I was reading an article that 1 kilogram of uranium costs $50, but 1 kilogram of enriched uranium costs 15 million US dollars. So from 50 to 15 million becomes the price if the enrichment is there. So I believe, my dear graduates, you have been enriched enough, and therefore your value, when I say value, I don't mean only pay package. From value, I mean your contribution to the society, your contribution to the profession, your contribution to this great nation, your contribution to the world will be much more than we ever expect. Friends, last 2 years, we have been amidst a great catastrophe, COVID. We never believed that the disruption will be so much that it will change our life completely. And the statistics tell us that all of us living today on earth have seen this pandemic of this order for the first time and will probably not see it again, because statistically they find out the pandemics occur about 100 years, every 100 years or so. And when it occurred, nobody believed that the impact will be so much. As a matter of fact, when somebody would say, please prepare yourself not to have air travel for 2 years, we used to take it as a funny statement. How could it be 2 years? But now we have all lived 2 years. Talking about education for a few minutes, our teachers, particularly in engineering and higher education, agriculture, and so on, never believed that online education would be a substitute for education. But compliments to all our teachers, right from schools, colleges, universities, they adopted online education and saved the precious 2 years of 33 crore children in this country, right from schools to the universities. Now, 33 professional years to be saved is not a small thing. And teachers in this country have done it. Friends, I know there have been shortcomings in online education. Online education is never a perfect system of transformation, but we had to live with it. There was no other option, and we had to wait for it. And once again, I thank and appreciate the teachers for adopting to online education without having any experience in this. I'm not talking about NCR region or big towns. Look to the village teacher who taught drawing on smartphone, who taught yoga and sports on smartphone. That's the kind of innovation changes which have happened. And therefore, friends, this is the biggest disruption which we have seen in our lives. And this disruption has taught us that to live in this, what we call as VUCA world, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world, you will have to be agile. You will have to be visionary. You will have to be understanding. You will have to be collaborative. Then only you will be able to face these things. Because the disruption of this order is really teaching you much more than what could ever be thought of. I was reading a nice article which says the award for the best teacher of 2020 should go to COVID, because COVID has taught us much more than teachers could ever teach us. The life adjustments have been seen to be believed. And when I was trying to find out what a disruption is, I came across a beautiful quote which I thought I'd read before you. It says, "When TV came to my house, I forgot how to read books. When the car came to my doorstep, I forgot how to walk. When I got the mobile in my hand, I forgot how to write letters. When computer came to my house, I forgot spellings. When the AC came to my house, I stopped going under the tree for cool breeze. When I stayed in the city, I forgot the smell of mud. By dealing with banks and cars, I forgot the value of money. With the smell of perfumes, I forgot the fragrance of fresh flowers. With the coming of fast food, I forgot to cook traditional cuisines. Always running around, I forgot how to stop. And lastly, when I got WhatsApp, I forgot how to talk. Now that's the kind of disruptions which have been there in the history. Friends, we are from the academic world, and people say even the art of writing is a disruption. Imagine yourself when the science of writing was not there. The only method to acquire knowledge was to sit in front of the guru, listen to him, and remember all that. That was the only method of learning. And when the writing came, things became much easier, but at the same time, attention to listen to the guru became much less. So every disruption has pluses and minuses, and so is the COVID. The second largest, very large disruption as far as academics is concerned, they say printing is a disruption. Before the printing was there were no books, and therefore you had an option but to sit in the class and write notes and then depend on those notes. When printed books came, you could again become complacent, but the books could be great help also. What I'm trying to say is every disruption is a great trouble, but every disruption is a great opportunity. So friends, COVID has been a great disruption. I hope and believe that now in a few weeks or so we'll be off it, and I hope my thinking proves right. But during this period, it has taught us few things. Firstly, it has taught us that if you know only one subject, you cannot solve the problems of life. If you believe COVID was a health problem, we would have never been able to handle it. COVID was handled because we could appreciate it's a health problem, it's a transport problem, it's a labor problem, it's a migration problem, it's an economic problem, and it's a social problem. That's the only way we could handle it. Imagine the vaccines. Every country could produce vaccines within few months. Normally, these vaccines would take about a decade at least to produce. Now, one could be the pressure to save the society, which is a great value addition by itself. But in addition, what I'm going to tell you, which most of you may not appreciate directly, these discoveries have been made by doctors and medical researchers, no doubt about it, and we are all grateful to them. But you must also appreciate how much artificial intelligence, how much data science, how much data technologies played a role in the discovery of medicines. Today, we say in pharmaceutical sciences that the drug delivery time has reduced to about 20 to 25% what it used to be because of the use of artificial intelligence in data science. That is what has been used. So, computer science has been behind the discovery of these vaccines at a very solid footing. Why I'm trying to tell you this is, friends, that no single discipline will be able to solve the real life problems. And therefore, when Dr. Desai was hinting about interdisciplinary character, I was very happy about it. Friends, I would just like to give a suggestion that multidisciplinarity and interdisciplinarity will have to be increased much more. Gone is the time when we will say a mechanical engineer will be a failure if it doesn't study 25 subjects of mechanical engineering. We will have to change our mindset. We will have to allow engineering students to take some courses from agriculture students to take some courses from health sciences, and so on and so forth. Not only that, we now have come to a stage where mathematics students can opt for some courses in music, where electronics students can opt some courses in cricket. Now that's the kind of thought process which has gone in and which has resulted in the new education policy which has been announced. Well, the graduates of today may not have taken the full advantage of new education policy because it has come during just 1.5 years or so. But in the life, they will have to face it. So they will have to equip themselves for it. Please make sure that you are good in your own subject, but please also make sure that you start liking other subjects, loving other subjects, talking to other subject police, and trying to solve the problem. Somebody rightly said that the graduates of today will have to be T-shaped personalities. And from T-shaped personalities, he meant you must have depth of knowledge in one subject, but you must have breadth of knowledge in several subjects. So we believe now that breadth will be equally important as depth, and that will have to be imbibed by you by self-reading, by self-learning. And COVID has also taught us that self-learning will be the name of the game, which will have to be played by you every day of your life. Solutions to the problems which you will face as professionals will keep changing, will keep having a different color. And the solutions to the problems are depending upon time, depending upon situation change. I always say a situation may have a different solution on a Monday and different solution on Tuesday. A problem may have different solution in New York, a different solution in Faridabad. So situations remaining same literally, the solutions will depend upon so many contexts. And that you young graduates will have to learn. And unless you adapt yourself to these changes, you will have a not a very easy life. So to have a very successful life, which I wish you all will have, please sensitize yourself on the subject surrounding you. Make yourself that you are very conscious about sustainable development goals. Sustainability of the world is the responsibility of the young youth today. You will have to make sure that you contribute to the growth and development, but you do not contribute to the spoiling of environment. You do not contribute to the spoiling of climate. If you do that, then all growth will be meaningless. And finally, friends, uh, some kind of value system will have to be adopted. Some kind of equity will have to be adopted by us. I always say, if the world would have taken care that South Africa is also vaccinated like other countries, Omicron would not have been born. So we have a responsibility not only to ourselves, but we have a responsibility to our neighbors. We have a responsibility to our society. We have a responsibility to our country. Sustainability tells us all this. Uh, One of the sustainability goal is no poverty. Are we near it? No. One of the sustainability goal is clean energy. We are making much progress in this, but much more is to be done. Farmers is an issue in this country, but I am fully confident the solution to the farmers' problem does not rest with the politicians, it rests with the engineers, it rests with the agriculturists. We have to devise ways and means to make their lives better. And it's possible to do that if you use Internet of Things, if you use artificial intelligence, if you use data science, if you use all autonomous technologies. I was very happy when a student from Bangalore designed an autonomous tractor. He said, forget about autonomous cars, let USA do it. But our country needs a tractor, and that student, school student, designed an autonomous tractor. These are the kinds of problems to which our graduates will have to attend to. I'm sure they will, given the fact that they have achieved worthwhile education from this university. With this, I convey my very best wishes to the graduate, congratulate their parents for their decision to put their child in higher education, thank all their teachers for giving them what they deserve, and thank the university administration, particularly Dr. Desai, to invite me to this convocation to share a few minutes with my young friends and be a part of this great convocation of yours. Wish you all the very best for the future, and hope that future will be much brighter for all graduates, and wish the university all the great milestones in the years to come. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Lord. We thank you for your precious words. From the depth of our hearts, we thank our Honorable Chief Guest for all the words of sagaciousness that radiate a source of warmth within us. Certainly, your address goes a long way in moving us to strive hard and achieve more. We raise our hearts in gratitude and thank you for being with us today. Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. We shall now begin with the award of degrees. I request all recipients of the doctorate degrees to rise from their seat. I request the chairman of Doctoral Review Committee, Dr. Sachin Gupta, to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Respected sir, I have the honor to present to you a candidate whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirement for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy. And I pray that she may be awarded the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of their suitability as much by character as by learning, and on having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree, of Doctor of Philosophy. I confer upon them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidate is Preeti Arora. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the Dean of School of Business Management and Commerce, Dr. N.P. Singh, to present the candidates for the award of the degree. Please, sir.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates who I know to be suitable as much as by character as by learning and having successfully completed the necessary requirement for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce Honors, and pray that they may be awarded the degree of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce Honors.
By the virtue of authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Commerce Honors, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Commerce in Honors, and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates confirmed the Master of Business Administration are Avilasha, Bharat Mangla, Dipanshu, Devesh Saurabh, Kajal Goyal, Manoj Kumar, Rashmi, Smita, Sonu, Sweta, Saurabh Saurabh, Pranav Kumar, Rajat Gupta, Lavi Gupta. The candidates confirmed the Bachelor of Commerce honors are Aryan Abbas, Bharti, Bhavna, Hariom, Harsh Kumar, Jitendra Kumar, Kirti, Lakshita Verma, Lavisa Manchanda, Manju Dagar, Mayank Jindal, Muskan, Hoshin Tamar, Omvi Saini, Piyush Mittal, Rahul, Ritik Tanwar, Abhinav Goyal, Manvi Singh, Manish, and Mohini Goyal. The candidates confirm the degree of BBA, that is Bachelor of Business Administration, are Vipul Bindal, Yash Mangla, Pawan Pamar. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I request the Dean of School of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Sachin Gupta, to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Respected sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of degree of Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Computer Application, and I pray that they may be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Technology and Bachelor of Computer Application.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Computer Applications, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Technology, Bachelor of Computer Applications, and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates for BTech CSE are Abhishek Kumar, Akshay Gautam, Bhagat Singh, Harshit Verma, Jitendra Mangla, Manish Kumar Gupta, Manish Kumar, Narendra, Naveen Koirala, Pushpender, Rohtash Singh, Shivam Best, Robin Singh, Manas Kumar, Deepak, and Roshan Bawari. The candidates for BTech ECE are Gaurav, Kayyum, Rahul, Sumit, Vivek Kumar Jha, Dishan, Gaurav, and Vikas. For the bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, I have Gaurav Kumar, Gaurav Tevatia, K. Guna, Rahul Kumar Yadav, Sandeep, Rahul Kumar Upadhyay, and Ashish Ranjan. For the BCA, the candidates are Aman Singhal, Gunjan Garg, Jatin Mangla, Manish Bharadwaj, Mukim Khan, Neha Saini, Shubham Sharma, and Vasudev Sharma. And for the BTech Civil, we have Shweta Jai Bahadur Yadav. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request the Dean of School of Law, Dr. Rahul Vashne, to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Honorable Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning and having successfully completed the necessary requirement for the award of the degree of Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Laws integrated course, and pray that they may be awarded the degree of Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Laws.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws, Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Law integrated course, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Laws, Bachelor of Laws, and Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Laws, and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates for Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Laws are Amol Ranjan, Anjali, Deepanshu Pandari, Divyam Davar, Gaurav, Gaurav Dagar, Himanshu Rawat, Khushbu Agrawal, Mohammad Saad, Neetu, Pradeep Kumar, Pooja Sharma, Pradeep Chauhan, Prince Kumar, Priya, Rahul Chauhan, Rakesh Rawat, Rohan, Saurav, Sonu, Suman, Umesh, Yashvinder Rawat, Azaz Ahmed, Jitendra Raghav, Subankar Arbuje, Mohit. The candidates for Bachelor of Laws are Bhavna Diwan, Megha Garg, Mohit Garg, Rishabh Garg, Sajid, Akhil Garg, Mayank Bansal, Puneet Kalra, Anjani, Konika Sharma, Anurag Agrawal, Nikhil Patel, Nazim, Azruddin, Kanchan Garg, Gaurav, Vaibhav Kalra, Naveen Sharma, Vicky Sharma, Satyadev Gautam, Sahil Kalra, Vinod Kumar Gawa, Sunita Daya. The candidates for Master of Laws are Anand Pogott, अंकिता, आराधना, विजेंद्र सिंह भाटी, निकिता सहरावत, प्रकाश कुमार, संदीप अग्रवाल, शरद गोयल, तरनप्रीत कौर, मनोज कुमार मिश्रा, कुमारी रश्मि शुक्ला, कुमारी मीनाक्षी, सुशील कुमार, विशाल शर्मा, सुमित, नरेंद्र सौरभ, रिजवान अनवर, तेजवीर भाटी, तेजवीर चौहान, अंकित भानवाला, दीपक कुमार सिंह, वर्षा भारद्वाज, पुलकित गोयल, लक्ष्य कायल, अमित सौरभ, आदित्य नारायण आर्यकर, रेणु सिंह, दुष्यंत सिंह, लोकेश कुमार, रेणु, वैशाली तेवतिया, दिव्यदीप सिंह तेवतिया, मीनाक्षी गुप्ता, अजय कुमार, मेघा शर्मा, हर्षिता चौधरी, आरती देवी, प्रदीप नायर, दीपेंद्र पोषवाल, जितेंद्र, सचिन गर्ग, रेणु ग्रोवर, अनिल कुमार कथुरिया, अंकित चौधरी. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the Dean of School of Arts, Science and Humanities, Dr. Kuldeep Tambar, to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning and having successfully completed the necessary requirement for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science and pray that they may be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Indian University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates are Arun Kumar, Manoj Kumar, Sanjeev Kumar Chaudhary, Udham, Chaya, Prashant Bhushan Singh, Mon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the Dean of School of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Tarun Virmani, to present the candidates for the award of the degree.
Thank you, sir. Respected sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning and having successfully completed the necessary requirement for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy, Diploma in Pharmacy, and pray that they may be awarded the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy and Diploma in Pharmacy.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy and Diploma in Pharmacy, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Pharmacy and Diploma in Pharmacy, and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates are Abhishek, Abhishek Maurya, Aishwarya, Ajay, Ajit, Dinesh Kumar, Divyanshu, Gajendra, Gaurav Sisodia, Kapil, Kapil Sharma, Krishna Bhardwaj, Kulveer Singh, Kunal Sharma, Kushal Garg, Madhvi Mishra, Manish Sharma, Mansi, Nitesh Kumar Saini, Mohammad Asif, Mohit, Neeraj Kumar, Nihal Singh, Nishant Sharma, Pooja, Rahul, Rahul Qureshi, Rakhi Sharma, Ram Narayan, Rohit Vashisht, Sachin Sharma, Sagar Rawat, Saurabh Kumar, Sonal Sharma, Saurabh Tamar, Sunil, Sunita Chauhan, Suraj Kumar, Tanish Tile, Vishal Pandey, Vishu Sharma, Akshay, Gaurav, Govind, Manish Kumar, Mohit Basla, Manudin Safi, Neha Dagar, Sonu Saini, Vikas, Pranav Bhati, Nikhil, Azruddin, Lakshman, Prashant Kumar, Puneet, Wasim Akram, Ankit Bhati, Vikas, Sahil Gupta, Arjun Rawat, Mustaki. The candidates of D form are Mr. Abbas Ali, Arbaz Khan, Bharat Bhushan, Brajesh Kumar, Darshan Kumar, Deepak Kumar, Dipanshu, Dev Vashisht, Ganga Sham, Harish Chand, Harveer Singh, Hemant Jakhar, Hemant Oswal, Ishan, Jitu, Kuldeep, Kuldeep Singh, Lalit Sharma, Mandeep, Mohan Mangla, Mohit Dagar, Mohit Kumar, Muskan Ali, Nishant Singh, Ongvi, Pankaj, Piyush, Pooja, Pravesh, Prem Pal, Rahul, Shad Mohammed, Simran Taneja, Sonu, Saurabh Garg, Sunil Kumar, Tushar Kaushik, Vikas Sharma, Vikas, Vikas Sharma, Vishwendra, Wazid Khan, Yatin, Yogesh Kumar, Yogesh, Yuvraj Sharma, Ritu, Manish, Manvi, Ravi Rawat, Vivek, and Naresh. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I request the Dean of School of Allied Health Sciences, Mr. Mahesh Danu, to present the candidates for the award of the degree. Thank you, sir. Sir, I have the honor to present to you the candidates whom I know to be suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor's in Medical Lab Technology, and pray that they may be awarded the degree of Bachelor's of Medical Lab Technology.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of MVN University, and in recognition of your being suitable as much by character as by learning, and having successfully completed the necessary requirements for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Medical Lab Technology, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Medical Lab Technology and require you that in thought, word, and action you prove yourselves worthy of it.
The candidates are Amit, Anuj, Deepak Kumar, Devender, Manish, Narendra, Satyapriya, Lalit, Pooja, Rajwati, Nishant, Pooja, Umang Sharma, Bunty, Jyoti, Kajal, Krishan, Manisha, Neha, Taravati, and Ritubala. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it's time to acknowledge the talent of our position holders. The fruit of hard work and discipline will finally be reaped. In fact, that's all because of their own perseverance and constancy that they are selected as champions. We congratulate and appreciate the position holders and their parents who have put faith, hope, and love together and have raised positive persons in the society. I request our Honorable Chancellor, Srimati Santosh Sharma ji, to kindly award the gold medals for outstanding academic excellence to the first position holders. I would like to call Ms. Aarti Devi from Masters of Laws for excellent academic performance at the postgraduate level and securing the top position in all postgraduate programs. She is awarded gold medal in absentia. Mr. Narendra from Bachelor of Technology for outstanding academic pursuit at the undergraduate level and securing first position in all undergraduate programs. Now I call Miss Simran Taneja from Diploma in Pharmacy for standing first in all diploma programs. Thank you, ma'am. Teaching is the noblest of all noble professions, a role which encompasses instructor, friend, role model, and confidant. Crucial responsibilities of inculcating knowledge, kindling inspiration, and encouraging creative thought processes are all vested in a teacher. I request the pass-out students to bow for expressing gratitude to the teaching faculty with folded hands. Thank you. I now request the academic leader of final year, Ms. Kalpana, to come forward for administering the oath. Please be ready for the oath. I request students to take position for the oath. Let the oath be administered.
I hereby pledge that I will endeavor to be honest and upright in the discharge of my duties. I will uphold the dignity of the individual and the integrity of the profession. I will utilize my knowledge and learning for the glory of MVN University and for the service of the country and mankind at large. Thank you, sir.
Please be seated. Thank you. Now may I request our Honorable Registrar to kindly propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sanjay sir. A warm and graceful good afternoon to our esteemed chief guest, Honorable Chairman NBA Professor K.K. Agarwal sir, Honorable Chancellor Ma'am Shrimati Santosh Sharma, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir Professor J.V. Desai, Honorable Pro VC sir Dr. M.P. Singh sir, our Director of Schools Shri J.P. God sir, all the distinguished guests, deans, heads, faculty members, staff members, members from print and electronic media, and most importantly, our dear graduates. It's my honor and proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on the auspicious occasion of MVN University's 6th convocation. I, Dr. Rajiv Ratan, on behalf of MVN Education Society, convey our gratitude with folded hands to our respected chief guest, Professor K.K. Agarwal sir, for sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Sir, your words of wisdom were insightful and inspired hope, optimism, and pride in all of us, particularly for the young graduates who are delighted with your august virtual presence, sir. Thank you very much, sir. My deepest gratitude to our President Sir Shri Varun Sharma ji, Managing Director Ma'am Shrimati Kanta Sharma ji, and Chancellor Ma'am Shrimati Santosh Sharma ji for their guiding vision which made it possible to organize this event. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. My sincere thanks to our VC sir and Pro VC sir, who have been the pillar of strength, and their advice and compassionate concern for students and staff members is remarkable. Thank you, sir. And special thanks to all the conveners and members of the various committees. The coordination between the committees was up to the mark, because of which the flow of the event was harmonious. Thank you, everyone. And most importantly, the non-teaching staff members, the silent workers behind the scenes, deserve the special thanks, especially Devesh sir, Abhay sir and his team, Joginder and his team. It's not even possible to think the success of any event without your hard work and support, sir. Thank you, everyone. And thanks to the members of the print and electronic media, you have always been very supportive. Thank you. Finally, I would like to congratulate all the young graduates and their parents. All the best to all of you for your bright future. Again, thanks to everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Thank you, sir. I request everyone present here to please stand up for the national anthem. Now I request everyone present here to join us for the high tea. Thank you everyone for your presence. Thank you so much. Please join us for the high tea in the cafeteria, right? See you all there.